I'm bringing my channel back. So I am now going to be uploading consistently to YouTube. I don't know how often I'm going to be uploading. Don't know that yet, but I'm going to work on that. I do have some ideas for videos that I'm going to do, that I want to do. But if you guys have any ideas for like specific videos that you want, then let me know and I might do them. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you all of my art supplies. I just recently had to organize it and clean it all, so I thought that I would make a video of everything that I've used, everything that I currently use, my favorite art supplies, my art supplies that I've used in the past, all of that. I'll leave a link to all of this stuff in the description, so everything that you see in this video you can find down below if you're interested in it. I'm gonna try and make this as quick and as entertaining as possible. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to show you are sketchbooks. So the sketchbook that I use is the Global Arts Handbook, the Travelogue. The sketchbook is really awesome. I love the paper in it because I can use all types of media in this. There are different sizes. I just really like the square because, I mean, you don't really see too many sketchbooks in this size. So you just open it up like this, and I really love the size of the pages, and also there's some slight tooth to the paper, and then the other side, the back side, is a lot smoother, but it's super good for watercolor. I've used charcoal in this, pencil. Yeah, I mostly just use watercolor, but I really do love this sketchbook. Also, there's a little thing in the back to like hold stuff in, and there's also different colors that you can get. So yeah, I'll have a link to that in the description. Now my next sketchbook is the Moleskine, and I have two of these, I think. Yeah, the other one is a lot older than this one though. This is the most recent one that I've used, and it was for Inktober in 2017. I used to like using these. I do like something with more tooth, like watercolor paper or mixed media, but I don't use the Moleskine sketchbooks anymore because I just don't care for the paper. So there's my two sketchbooks. Going from sketchbooks, I'm going to show you the paper that I use. There are 3 brands of paper that I use: Canson, Strathmore, and Fabriano. So I'll just show you Strathmore first. I have this toned tan sketchbook, which once again, I don't use this anymore. I liked using colored pencils in this, as you can see, but I kind of stopped using colored pencils. Like, that's literally all that's in here. I mean, the paper is great for colored pencils, so if you need something for colored pencils and you don't want to use like white paper, then toned tan is pretty cool. And then also from Strathmore, I have this drawing paper. I really do like the quality of this paper. I actually took a whole bunch of pages out so that I could use it to make another sketchbook. I have 2 sketchbooks that I made myself that I have a Skillshare class on, so if you want to learn how to bookbind and make your own sketchbooks, then you can check that out. That link is also in the description. You can get 2 months free with that link. But this paper is really smooth. It does have a slight tooth, like very, very slight. So if you like that. I like to use this for charcoal. It's great for charcoal. And then I have a smaller drawing one, which is just, it's the same paper, but just smaller size. Moving on to Fabriano, I have this. The paper is a really nice size. The paper is really smooth. I don't know, I really like the size of this, and also it's yellow, so that's different than other things. For this charcoal drawing, I did a video of drawing this a few videos back, so if you want to go look at that. I miss doing charcoal. I really want to do more. I love it. It's one of my favorite mediums. Probably my favorite besides watercolor. That paper is great, as you can see. It's really nice for charcoal. All right, so moving on to the last paper brand, Canson. So this is the Bristol paper. I use this for markers. So I kind of got into hand lettering a little bit, or at least I wanted to learn, but I haven't really done much with it. That could be a video, me trying to do hand lettering and just experimenting. I don't know. And then this is my favorite watercolor paper, Canson watercolor paper. This is the 9x12. That's what it looks like. I've used this to paint on in like all my videos. And then I just have a bigger one of that, and I want one of the really like massive ones. That'd be really fun to paint on. I've always wanted to do that. Done with paper. Moving on to my watercolors. Watercolor painting is my favorite. All right, so the watercolors that I use are these Shinhan watercolors. If you didn't know that already, these are the watercolors that I've been using for years now. They're great, they're amazing. I'm gonna need to get another one, or another set of watercolors, because I'm running out. I don't even know where some of them went. And then I also have this one. This one has 30, and this square one has 24. So many different colors. They're very vibrant. They have high light fastness, so they last a long time. They look great. I just really love these watercolors. So I'll show you my palettes. This palette I got from Hobby Lobby, I think, a really long time ago. This is the first watercolor palette that I made myself. So I just put the Shinhan watercolors in here, and I used this for a very long time. I still use it sometimes for like certain colors, but the one that I use now is this one by Magello. This I got 2 years ago, and it's super durable. It's a lot bigger. It can hold 18 paints, and there's 3 mixing wells plus a tray that comes out, so 4. So there's these 2 and then these. Lots of space for mixing paints. Again, these are just my Shinhan watercolors in here. So yeah, I've been using this for 2 years. So yeah, it's super great. I love it. I highly recommend, and it's only $8 too. All right, so now I have this little travel set of watercolors by Sakura. It's the Koi Pocket Field Sketch, and I really don't use this just because I don't really like the little blocks of watercolor. These paints are a bit dry and chalky, but for traveling and just doing like quick sketches, it's good. All right, now on to another watercolor set. This is the Gansai Tambi 12 watercolors. What I love about this is that the pans you can just take out real easy. It's basically just a little box and the pans just go in like that. These are really nice. They're super thick and opaque, super creamy. When you're using these, you really only need a little bit, like you don't have to like mix it up a lot. Some watercolors you have to really mix it all in with like a lot of water to get the pigment going. But these are really nice and super vivid. So these are fun colors. I really love this. And then also by Gansai Tambi, the Starry Colors metallic watercolors. These are amazing, and I have 2. I've gone through this one already. And so this is the one I use. These are so pretty and just add such nice touches to watercolor paintings, or not even watercolor paintings. You don't even have to use these like with watercolor paintings. Basically on anything, these are super pretty. I also have a review of these watercolors, so if you want to see them up close, then I'll have the link below. Last thing I have to show you in the watercolor section of this video. These are the very first watercolors that I ever used. These are the Artist Loft brand. I used these for such a long time before I switched to the Shinhan ones. These are really great for beginners. Like if you want to start watercolor painting and test it out, these are really great. They're super inexpensive. I mean, I painted with them for a really long time, so I had a good experience with these. And they've got plenty of colors too. All right, next up we have markers. I'll show you these first. So when I wanted to learn hand lettering, I bought these Tombow water-based markers. These are really nice. I highly recommend these. So this is the set that I have. They have different sets with different colors, but this is the one that I have. So I'll try and find this specific one and then link it below. So I did initially get these to do hand lettering, but now I just kind of use it in my notebook. I mean, I should try hand lettering again and use these. And then the other markers that I have are Prismacolors. I store them in here, along with this other brand. I got these on Amazon, I think. And I think I got 80 of them for pretty inexpensive, and they're nice. They're kind of like Copics, but not Copics. So here's the Prismacolor ones. In one of my older Moleskine sketchbooks, I used markers a lot, but they're just not my favorite. I'd rather paint, so there's that. So the colored pencils that I use are Prismacolor. I was like, where'd they go? But they're all in jars. So I do use colored pencils a lot for watercolor paintings, adding details, and I did do a lot of colored pencil drawing. All right, so now let's talk about my drawing pencils, and they're right here. So these are the Prismacolor turquoise drawing pencils. I like these because there's a whole bunch of different levels of hardness and blackness, although I think I might have dropped these because the lead is all broken up inside of most of them. I did use them for a while and I really liked them. These are the Prismacolor Ebony Jet Black pencils. The lead is super thick inside, super smooth. It's very dark. I really love these for drawing, and I used them for such a long time when I first started doing realistic drawings, realistic portraits and stuff like that, and I would go through these so much. I've had so many of these. You can get a pack of 12. I think that's the one that you used to get, was the pack of 12 for pretty inexpensive. So now on to my second favorite medium, charcoal. I use the General's Peel and Sketch charcoal. So basically what you do with these is pull the string down and then peel the paper so that you can get more charcoal. So I really love those. Also for this drawing, I went through a full one so easily. Now I'll talk about pens. So the pens that I used to use for ink drawings were the Micron pens, all different sizes. Except, I mean, I didn't even have these for a long time them and then they just stopped working. So I don't know what's up with my crayons. I mean, I've had these, like the ones that I had even before these ones also stopped working shortly after using them for a while. I don't know if they run out of ink quickly or what. I don't know. I do still use the graphic and the brush. These still are good. This one's the Pentel color brush. This is what it looks like. Super nice brush, super black ink. I think you can refill these. I'm pretty sure you can refill these. I just haven't. These are really nice, so I used them a lot. This one is the Pentel Aquash ink water brush. So basically it's kind of the same thing except it's more watered down. But these are really nice and I liked using these for ink drawings and like outlining my watercolor paintings. And then lastly for pens, I've got a lot of these. And I've gone through more of these in the past. But these are the Uniball Signo white gel pens for watercolor paintings, adding white details. They're just great for everything. They're super smooth and yeah, when you draw with them, super nice opaque line. Everybody uses these, so you know about them. And then I have a silver one, and then I also have the Pentel Sunburst metallic gel pens in gold and silver. Alrighty, so we're almost done. Next we have acrylics. So recently I have been using acrylics more because I have a whole stack of jeans over here and I've been painting on them. All my acrylics are over here also. I just use cheap acrylics because, I mean, since I don't paint with them, I don't need higher quality. So I use the Craft Smart acrylic paints, the little bottles, and then the other ones that I have and use are the Artist Loft. These little tubes of them, these are pretty big. My whole table is full of all my art supplies. Anyways, here's the acrylic paints that I have. Just the primary colors, black, white, and the green one, which is on the floor. And then in this box, I've got the rest of my Craft Smart paints. I just use these to paint on my clothes. And if you want to see me painting on my jeans, then that'll be in a future video. Oh, and we're done. That's all my art supplies. Oh, I didn't show brushes. I'll show my favorite brushes real quick. The brand that I use is Royal and Langnickel. The round ones are my favorite. So I have little round ones and then some bigger round ones. I have this Simply Simmons one. I used these brushes, this brand, when I first started watercolor painting, so these are great. And then also the Royal and Langnickel ones too, you can buy individually for, I think these were $2.99. And I really like the grips on them, and I also like that they're clear. I mainly just use round brushes. Yeah, these are also Royal and Langnickel, except they've got acrylic paint all over them. So I have two flat ones. This is a tiny one and then a bigger one, and then another Royal and Langnickel one. Those are the brushes that I use. I don't use many. I don't have a whole ton of like fancy brands or anything. I'll have everything linked below. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and go ahead and let me know what videos you want to see next. Thanks so much for watching.